Have you ever stopped to think about why some people seem to have a magnetic relationship with money, while for others it seems like sand slipping through their fingers? Often, we delude ourselves into thinking that our lives will only change when that big event happens. A miraculous promotion, a lottery prize, or hitting the jackpot with that trendy cryptocurrency. But the reality is much quieter and more powerful. Your financial destiny for 2026 isn't being written in your dreams of earning millions, but in the small rituals you perform between breakfast and dinner. These are almost invisible choices that, accumulated, create a chasm between those who live suffocated by bills and those who sleep peacefully knowing they have savings. Today, I'm going to show you how to break the financial survival cycle through 8 micro-behaviors. They don't require you to be a math genius, nor do they require you to have a high salary. They only require one thing: your intention. Have you ever felt guilty for not knowing how to invest? Or for seeing your salary disappear in the first week? Before you blame yourself, understand this. The system was designed to keep you this way. In school, they taught us how to calculate the area of a trapezoid and to memorize the tributaries of the Amazon River. But no one gave us a lesson on how to read a credit contract, how the Selic rate works, or how marketing uses your psychology to make you buy what you don't need. We grow up literate for work, but illiterate for freedom. We learn to be great income generators for others, but terrible managers of our own lives. The good news is that financial literacy is not a gift. It's a trainable skill, and it all starts with the first habit. The first step isn't saving money. It's seeing it. Many people give up on getting organized because they think they need complex spreadsheets and cutting-edge apps. This is a trap that leads to procrastination. The habit here is the single metric. Write down only your total daily expenses. It doesn't matter if it was a piece of gum or the rent payment. Use your phone's notepad or a piece of paper in your pocket. When you bring your spending from autopilot to conscious awareness, your brain creates an alert. You stop feeling that you spent money and start knowing. This reality check is what stops the silent leak of money that happens with small, unnecessary luxuries. Money has its own language. If you go to Japan without speaking Japanese, you'll have difficulty getting around and could easily be scammed. It's the same in the financial market. If terms like liquidity, CDB, dividends, or IPCA sound like Greek to you, you'll always be afraid to invest. The micro habit is, learn one financial concept a day. Use 3 minutes of your coffee break to research a term. In a month, you'll have a financial vocabulary superior to that of 90% of Brazilians. Knowledge generates security, and security is what prevents you from falling for scams or letting your money lose value to inflation in a savings account. There's a golden rule used by the world's greatest investors: pay yourself first. Most people do the opposite. They receive their salary, pay the landlord, the power company, the supermarket, Netflix, and, if there's anything left over, they save it for themselves. The problem is that there's never anything left over. Our needs expand to occupy all the available money. The habit is, as soon as the money hits your account, set aside an amount, however small. It could be 10 reais or 1% of your salary. The amount doesn't matter now. What matters is the ritual of prioritization. By paying yourself first, you are declaring that your future and your peace of mind are more important than momentary consumer desires. We live in a one-click world. Digital marketing is designed to disarm your logic and attack your dopamine. The habit to overcome this is the 24-hour rule. See something you really want in an online store? Add it to your cart, close the tab, and go to sleep. If after 24 hours you still think it's an essential purchase, you can consider it. But most of the time, the chemical craving passes. You realize it was just an attempt to fill a void of tiredness or boredom with a new object. This habit is what separates conscious consumption from financial regret. Many people suffer from ostrich syndrome. They avoid looking at their account balance to avoid feeling anxious. But fear only grows in the dark. The habit here is daily vigilance. Open your bank app every day, preferably in the morning. Look at your numbers without judging yourself. Treat it like an airplane's control panel. If a pilot ignores the instruments, he crashes. If you look at the instruments daily, you can adjust the course before the problem becomes a disaster. Intimacy with your numbers removes the emotional weight that money carries. You are the result of the information you consume. If your Instagram feed is just people showing off luxury cars and expensive trips, you'll feel your life is insufficient and will have an urgent need to spend in order to belong. The habit is, trade 10 minutes of useless entertainment for 10 minutes of financial education. Follow serious experts, listen to business podcasts, or read economic news. If you change the diet of your mind, you change the health of your wallet. Wealth begins with what you put into your head. Once a week, usually on Sunday evening, take a moment to reflect on the past week. Look at your expenses and ask yourself, did this money bring me real happiness or was it just lazy convenience? Over time, you'll begin to realize that spending 50 Rs on a quick, uninspired coffee doesn't bring you the same joy as investing those same 50 Rs in a book or in your freedom savings. This habit creates what we call purposeful spending. Finally, the mental habit. Destiny projection. Once a day, close your eyes for a minute and imagine what your life will be like when you have total control. Imagine the feeling of having no debt, of having savings that cover a year of your life. Imagine the freedom to say no to a job you don't like because money is no longer a leash. The brain needs a reason to say no to immediate gratification. When you visualize your freedom, you give your brain a greater reward than any object you could buy today. Financial education isn't about Excel spreadsheets. It's about self-confidence. It's about proving to yourself, through small daily actions, that you are the master of your own story. If you maintain the exact same financial habits you have today for the next 5 years, where will you be in 2031? If that image bothers you, start changing today. Don't try to adopt all 8 habits at once. Choose one from this list, just one. Start early tomorrow morning. Let the power of compound interest work not only on your money, but on your attitudes. If this video helped you, leave a positive comment to inspire others or help them gain more knowledge, and subscribe to support us. Like this video and share it with someone who also needs to regain control.